more important the business as businessman. Wow.
Okay, welcome to the Zoom presentation. My name is Mr. Emmanuel Chooks LM. My business name goes by African Heroes Group. So I welcome you on to tonight's Zoom meeting. As it's an important one, as I said earlier, and it's going to be a very brief and a quick one. If you look here, it says, who are we? First of all, the organization or the brain behind this whole project we are all here tonight is called 100 Years Thinkers. And 100 Years Thinkers is a fully registered organization in the United Kingdom. And we are not here just because of 100 Years Thinkers. We are not here to discuss 100 Years Thinkers. We are here to discuss Kompwnd and the project that 100 Years Thinkers gave birth to. So we have no business with 100 Years Thinkers, but we have business with this project. And being a smart contract business, we don't need 100 Years Thinkers. 100 Years Thinkers, even if it dies tomorrow, has no business with what we are doing here. So I welcome you all officially to Kompwnd, which is the blockchain smart contract based business we are running, not 100 Years Thinkers. So if you look here, it says, what is Kompwnd? What is Kompwnd? In a very layman's understanding, you should understand that Kompwnd is a blockchain based project, and also that runs as a smart contract, the first blockchain-based business that runs on a smart contract with return of investment on it. It's not just being a return of investment project, but this kind of return of investment comes with peace of mind. It comes with security. Why is it coming with security? We are not talking about somebody giving you Lego guarantee, but we are talking about blockchain. And that's not just the end. This type of smart contract also has some attributes or features, which we are going to see some of them as time goes on. Now, if you go down here, you will see DeFi. You will see DeFi, which simply means decentralized finance platform. One of the features of this Kompwnd project is DeFi projects. Okay, the native token of Kompwnd, which we all know already, KPW, is a DeFi token. Okay, and if you know about DeFi, I've talked about it several times, that DeFi simply stands for decentralized finance, and is one of the best things that has ever happened to the blockchain world, coming up with this DeFi. And of course, as I told you guys, DeFi is not related to Kompwnd or KPW. DeFi is a global concept in the blockchain industry. DeFi has been there even before KPW was launched. Different projects, tokens are making use of DeFi. For instance, we have tokens like PancakeSwap, it's a DeFi. We have so many other DeFi tokens. And now KPW is also a DeFi token. So what is so special about DeFi? DeFi projects or DeFi tokens are secure tokens in the sense that nobody's in control of them. The developers, after doing the work, actually hands off. Okay, they hands off in the sense that they cannot dictate what happens to DeFi token. If they dictate, it's no longer a DeFi. It means it now becomes a centralized token. Okay, so that's one good thing about DeFi, and KPW is a DeFi token. If you look here, there are some things you need to know about DeFi that could make you to understand it better. It says that DeFi is global. It has global user access. It also has no censorship. It means that a DeFi token or a DeFi project cannot be censored by the government or any regulatory body. It does not even need any KYC, because the community you're dealing with does not even need to know you. All they need to know is every DeFi project or every DeFi community has shares some similarities with smart contracts, in the sense that they have rules and regulations guiding that particular community or project. If you want to be part of the DeFi project or community, all you need to do is just obey the rules and regulation. There is nothing like a president or governor, okay? Everybody is equal. All you need to do is just to apply by the rules and you do your business and walk away. And then the same thing applies with smart contracts, transparency, security, and the accuracy too, okay? So we are moving ahead. Then the next thing you need to know, it says here, why Kompwnd? Why are we talking about Kompwnd when we have tokens like Bitcoin and all that, okay? We are talking about Kompwnd because Kompwnd was developed on one of the best blockchain network, which is Alacrity blockchain. Tonight we have the CEO here with us. He's going to talk more about Alacrity blockchain. And Alacrity blockchain, like I told you guys earlier, is one of the fastest, if not the fastest processing blockchain in the world at the moment. It's faster than Bitcoin, it's faster than Solana, it's faster than Ethereum, okay? And also, not only that, is one of the blockchains available right now that has free transaction, unlike what we have in Ethereum. The gas fee is killing everyone, is complaining if possible. That's why Ethereum from time to time always think about how they can innovate their system. But you know what has been done has been done. So new technologies have to do the better innovation, and that technology is Alacrity blockchain and some other better technologies like Tron blockchain and all that. But even at that, Alacrity blockchain for now is the only free transactional blockchain I know that you can do transaction free of charge. And also on this blockchain, you have a very good dApp ecosystem that developers can actually have a very good day on their blockchain, develop their applications and free of charge. And while they are even making use of the applications are running on the blockchain, the system or the blockchain rewards them with some of the native token called Allah coin. The CEO will talk much about that if there is time for that. Then we also move to what is KPW. I've already told you guys that KPW is a native coin of Kompwnd. I believe everyone here already knows what KPW is all about. It is built on Alacrity blockchain. Of course, you should know. KPW is not a blockchain. KPW only runs on a blockchain called Alacrity blockchain, and KPW is not the same with Allah coin or Alacrity coin. Okay, it's not the same with Allah. Allah is the native token of Alacrity blockchain, just the same way we have Smart Chain as the native token of Binance blockchain. Okay, so anybody that wants to launch any project, for instance, on Binance blockchain, must pay gas fee or make every transaction on that particular blockchain with the native token of that blockchain called Smart Chain. And of course, you know that's not the only tokens that particular blockchain has. So the same thing applies with Alacrity blockchain. The native token of Alacrity blockchain is called Allah, okay? And if you go to Alacrity blockchain, you see some other tokens like OPM, KPW, and so on and so forth. And you will see more explanations when the CEO will be talking more about them if there is question that will warrant discussing about what we call tokenomics. Then we also have one of the good features here called DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. DAO has to do with Web3. DAO is it's almost share the same similarities with this DeFi. DAO, this time around, most products that are or projects that are coming up on blockchain and launched on Web3, and they are mostly decentralized because true freedom of blockchain must deal with decentralization and it must deal with transparency. So we have some tokens that are not really DeFi tokens, but at the same time, they are still good tokens, but DeFi tokens are better off, and that is KPW. Now, let's look at some of the products of Kompwnd, which is number one, return of investment. Like I told you guys, Kompwnd is the first blockchain project that is running on smart contracts, what we call return of investment. Before now, most of us gave our funds to forex trading companies, cryptocurrency trading companies, and they give us certain percentages every day, every week, and every month. And when they get tired and they get their bags filled up, they pack all our funds and walk away. When they walk away, we are gone. Business is shut down. But did you know that with a blockchain system, the same ROI system can be run? Nothing like trading on forex, nothing like trading on cryptocurrency this time around, but we are talking about tokenomics, and which has to do with the system of tokenization, which has to do with system of minting new coins, which has to do with system of security, which has to do with decentralization. Because with this particular system that has to do with ROI, okay, you do not need to be afraid of anything. Come the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, this project is here because it's running on blockchain. That's not just the point, and it's also a smart contract. Being a smart contract means that it's already a written program that has rules and regulations submitted to the blockchain and can never be cancelled. Okay, that's one thing we do not know about smart contract. Once it has been submitted, it cannot be cancelled. It runs like that. It runs like that. It cannot control. Even the developers have lost power. Okay, meaning that if you do deposit, nobody's approving your deposit. If you do withdrawal, nobody's approving your withdrawal. Written programs are the things running this. Even the CEO himself, even if he's sleeping, he doesn't need to know who is applying withdrawal. He doesn't need to wake up in the morning and check back office and begin to approve people's withdrawal. That is not smart contract, and that is not blockchain, okay? So guys, in this particular project too on Kompwnd, we see the situation where now that the cryptocurrency market is so down, we see the situation where you can at the same time stake your tokens. Why, even if the market is crashing, you are compounding your tokens, earning more tokens. Okay, the more tokens you earn, the more it covers the market loss. Do you understand? For instance, you stake 1 million KPW now. You stake 1 million KPW, and let's assume you earn 10,000 KPW, which is 1% of 1 million. I think I'm right. 1% of 1 million should be 10,000. So you're earning 10,000 KPW every single day. I will not talk about the tokenomics, about the idea behind this for now. On a very good day, we can have a Zoom call. I will explain better to you guys to understand what I mean. But now, this 1% you earn every single day, you can at the same time compound it as long as it has the value of $40. Okay, if it's up to $40, which is not fixed. When I say 10,000 KPW, it's not equivalent of $40. It's not anywhere fixed. It's not anywhere guaranteed. It's 10,000 KPW can be $20 value now. It can also be $100 value tomorrow. So nothing like, as that means if I'm earning 10,000 KPW every day, that means I'm earning $40. No. KPW is a volatile coin that has the tendency to spike up and make you rich overnight. That also has a tendency to go down to also make you feel like, what's this? So you can compound your tokens. If you compound your tokens, you earn more tokens. From 100% of your 1 million, you could compound and you end up earning around 30 something to 40 million tokens. Yes. Okay, it's all about how many tokens you have and what are you compounding. Then we also have, you can exchange your tokens to Ethereum, which I have personally done. You can swap your tokens to Ethereum. I have personally done it. It's 100% working, okay? You can at the same time transfer peer-to-peer bots. It's always advisable when you are joining for the first time, you want to invest on the your KPW, buy directly from the blockchain so that we all can build value to our token. This is our token. It's not the CEO's token. The CEO is also acquiring the token like you and me. He doesn't have any special token, okay? All of us are building the community, trying to earn more tokens. Okay, so the next thing we need to look at here is the power of compounding. Pardon me, guys, that I'm trying to be very fast. The next thing we need to look at here is the power of compounding. If you look here, it just gave us an example. Let's imagine that you have 100,000 KPW. Let's imagine that you have 100,000 KPW. Did you know that the 100,000 KPW could be giving you roughly 1% of 100,000 should be 1,000 KPW every day? And let's imagine that 1,000 KPW gives you value of $40 because you cannot compound anything less than $40 in value, but you can actually automatically click on row and your commissions you earn in it every day can be compounded or can be added to the deposits. Okay, it's different from your dividends. Your commission is different from your dividend. Your dividend cannot be compounded until the value is up to $40. But your commission, even if the value is $2 or $3, it can be compounded, okay? So now let's imagine that you compound 100,000 for the next 365 days without placing a withdrawal or exchanging it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how 100,000 can turn to 3.7 million tokens in the next 365 days. This is crazy. This is crazy. So meaning that even if the market is depreciating on KPW, you are no longer making loss on 100,000 tokens. Rather, this time around, you are already on top of 3.something million tokens. So now, by the time you do plus and minus, you must surely be on profit. If care is not taken, you must surely even earn 50% of your total investment, or 20% or 100% if care is not taken. That's the system of KPW and Kompwnd powered by Alacrity blockchain. So I may not be able to talk more about this until questions come up. Then now let's look at the compensation plan. Compensation plan of this business is very straight to the point, precise, not over too much promising, just 3 different ways to make money, 3 different ways to make money. And the first one is what we call ROI. Everyone can participate in this particular one, and that is minting of new KPW. Through this ROI, the new KPW is minted into the market, and if there is time, the CEO will at the same time explain to us how this minting process goes and how the security behind the minting is done. Everything behind the minting, which we could just call tokenomics, which he has actually taken his time to explain to me. Within a few hours, I've been here with him right here. I'm in his residence in Dubai. So he is here with us and he's going to answer most of our questions. So the first way you make money is ROI, and that is any amount of KPW you buy and deposit. Instantly, it starts minting within 24 hours. It must have minted at not at least, maximum of 1% or in a day within 24 hours. And if it's up to $40 value, you can compound, okay? Then the second way, of course, you should know that this minting automatically runs according to the smart contract for 200 days. It runs for 200 days. But the question is, does it mean that 200 days is the only time you can earn? No. As long as you're compounding, you're earning either daily, weekly, or monthly, you will have access to more days for the minting. Let me give an example. If your token mints 1% now, and let's say it's $40 or $100 value, anytime you compound, each compounding you do gives the smart contract accepts the new compounding as the new, gives it new 200 days to mint. Do you understand? It's not as if you compound now, it's added to your old contract. No, okay? If you compound, let's say 10,000 tokens now, that means the 10,000 tokens has its own written contract separate 200 days. While the mother coin that gave birth to the 10,000 has its own 200 days already running. Okay, so each compounding gives birth to new 200 days, So imagine you can have 200 days times 365. Take your calculator and calculate 200 times 365 and see the secret behind 3,600% in 365 days. Do the math, it's a simple mathematics. Then the second way you make money is what we call direct referral bonus. Direct referral bonus is very simple. When you refer someone who buys this KPW and invests in KPW, you earn 10% of the person's investment. Remember, this 10% is not paid in dollar or fiat currency, it's not paid in Ethereum, it's paid in KPW. This system, Kompwnd, accepts payments from you in KPW. This Kompwnd also pays you in KPW. Now the question is, am I going to chop KPW? What am I going to do with KPW? Sure, if you want to have KPW spent, it's very simple. You move your KPW from Kompwnd to Alacrity wallet. From Alacrity wallet, you can swap your KPW to any of the tokens there, which the most acceptable and popular token there for now, you know, is Ethereum. And you can do this in less than a second. This is what I've done and it's working. All right, so the second way you make money is 10% of whatever your downline deposits. You earn 10% of it. If I'm your downline, I deposit 1 million tokens, you earn 100,000 instantly, and you can roll over, deduct your commission immediately. Secret or the wisdom of building more tokens for yourself, even if you don't have enough money to buy large tokens, through team building, which is community building, you are going to make more money. Then the third way you make money in this business is what we call matching bonus. Matching bonus. Now listen, guys, whatever you're doing, I would advise you drop your phone, don't get distracted, and listen to what I'm going to tell you now. Matching bonus is the best and the craziest way of making money in this business, because have you seen a system that allows you to earn not in a month, not in a year, every single day, 41% of whatever your entire team earns daily? I will give you a good example. Let's just imagine you are already earning from 15th generation, and everybody in your team, including you yourself, even if you have multiple accounts for yourself, is allowed. Remember, this is running on a DeFi system. Whether you have multiple accounts or you don't have multiple accounts, nobody cares. What matters is that respect the rules of the contract or respect the rules of the DeFi. That's what matters. Okay, so now let's imagine you have your community under you. Their total earning in the token they earn is around, let's say, 1 million. All of them earn 1 million token, total earning 1 million every single day. And in your first generation, okay, that means from first to 15th generation, everybody earns total of 1 million. And this system is saying, did you know that you can earn back 41% of this 1 million tokens? It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. So now let me show you what this means. It means this, but it comes with some terms and conditions. First, we have first generation to 15th generation. The first generation says, for you to earn from your first generation, 10% of everybody's earning in your first generation, you must have at least 20,000 tokens yourself personally. And if you don't have up to 20,000, you are not yet qualified for first generation, even if you have millions of people in your first generation, even if you have millions of tokens in your first generation, but you yourself, you don't have up to 20,000 worth of tokens, you are not qualified yet. This is not just the rules and regulation of the company, it's the rules and regulation of the smart contract. It is already submitted in the program, submitted to the blockchain. The people, the guys that submitted it, it's unfortunate, they cannot retrieve it again, okay? So it's not a compensation plan you see. Tomorrow they may change this compensation plan so that it will favor them. Sorry guys, this compensation plan can never ever be changed because they have submitted it in form of a smart contract to blockchain. They cannot do anything, they're helpless now, okay? They cannot retrieve it. Go and do more research about smart contracts. So in the first generation, you must have 20,000 tokens yourself, and everybody, including yourself, must have a 20,000 tokens as a team. Then you have already referred one person, of course. Congratulations, you are now qualified to earn from first generation 10% of KPW token of everybody there, their profits. Every profit they make every day, you earn 10% of it. That's how good it is. Then, second generation, you need 20,000 tokens yourself, and your entire team must have at least 40,000 tokens, and you need at least 2 persons directly under you. And this time around, you are going to earn 5% of everybody's daily earning in your second generation, while you also earn 10% of everybody in your third generation. Then third generation says you must have 20,000 tokens yourself, which is still the first initial 20,000 you have from first, second to third generation now. Then your entire team must have at least 60,000 tokens or uncountable. Then you must have personally referred at least 3 persons. Then this time around in your third generation, you are going to earn 4% of everybody in your third generation. Whatever they earn in profit, you earn 4% of it. Guys, remember, this is not a normal compensation plan. It's a blockchain backed up smart contract compensation plan, which can never ever be changed. It cannot be altered because you are beautiful or because you are ugly. It does not look at your face. It's there, remains there forever. Then we have the fourth way you earn, which say, fourth generation, which says you must have 20,000 tokens yourself. Then everybody in your team must have at least 80,000 tokens in total, including your own. Then this time around, you have personally sponsored at least 4 persons, and this time around, you are entitled to earn 3% of everybody in your fourth generation, 4% of everybody in your third generation, 5% second generation, 10% first generation. Then we also move to the fifth generation. You are still required to have 20,000 tokens only. And of course, everybody in your entire team must have at least 100,000 KPW, including your own 100,000 minimum or maximum of uncountable number. And then you must have personally sponsored at least 5 persons. And then in your third generation, you are now eligible to earn 2% of everybody in your second generation, which are paid in form of KPW token. Then you can convert to Ethereum whenever you want. Then we have the sixth generation. You this time around need at least 60,000 tokens in your name, of course. Even if you started with 20,000, by this time around, you must have built more than 60,000 in commission yourself. It's as simple as that. Then everybody in your entire team must have at least 360,000 tokens, and you are now having at least 6 persons in your third generation. Then you are now entitled to earn 2%. So let me summarize this matching bonus, guys. If you want to get it right, let's go straight to the point. You want to earn from third generation to 15th generation. All you need, at least make sure you have total of 200,000 tokens to your name, okay? And then make sure that the entire team under you, including your own tokens, are at least 1.8 million in number. The essence of these rules on the smart contract is to intentionally inspire the community members to build a community. The essence of this rules is not for conventional purpose of network marketing. We know, yes, we are getting paid or rewarded or compensated as networkers, but at the same time, there is a purpose behind the reward we receive to build a community for Kompwnd/KPW, okay? So, if you want to earn from first to 15th generation, 200,000 KPW in your name, 1.8 million KPW as a team, and of course, you must have sponsored at least 9 persons in your name. This time around, you can earn from first to 15th generation. As long as you have people there, you can earn not less than 40% of the total earning every single day, guys. Who does this? And somebody was asking, how can this company pay all this money? Relax your mind. The CEO will explain. And of course, I can still give you better explanations henceforth because the CEO has actually lectured me a little. The little lecture I received tonight seems as if I've known all. I've not known all. I've just learned like 1% of the knowledge from this powerful man. So guys, with this, I can call it an end to this presentation tonight, which I have been running this presentation in group, in videos, on Zoom several times, but I just had to do this recap for the sake of the people that are joining this Zoom for the first time. So with this, I can tell you, God bless you for listening, and it's time for question. If you have question, all you need to do for us is simply If you have question, all you need to do is simply raise your digital hand. You raise your digital hand, okay? Raise your digital hand so we can see you and you can ask your question. God bless you, everyone. Okay. The CEO is going to take each question. So when you ask question, I will allow you to ask and the CEO will answer. The CEO is going to open his camera too so that everyone can see him. God bless you. So Priska, can you ask your question, ma?
Okay. Good evening, Hero, and my super colleague with the CEO. So my question is that 1% on matching, that earning on matching bonus, is it on the 1% that people are earning daily on their, as in on their investment? You understand what I mean? The matching bonus people are like, now let me say I register like 10 people directly under me. The matching bonus I'm going to earn from them if I have done what I'm supposed to do by having at least 20,000 KTW to my name. Is it from the earning of their daily 1%, I'll be earning the 10%? That's my question.
Okay, let me answer. I think this is a simple question which I can answer. So the 1% we are earning daily from the matching bonus is coming, sorry, the 10% or the 5% or whatever we are earning from the matching bonus daily is coming from the 1% our downlines earn, not from the entire tokens. 10% you earn from their entire token is only earned once, and that is from direct referral bonus. It's once. It doesn't repeat itself again. Again, it will never happen. Then the 10% you earn from first generation is going to come from the 1% your direct downline earns. A good example, Emmanuel, I'm under your Preska, and I have 1 million tokens under you. Of course, from direct referral bonus, you have earned 10% of this 1 million immediately, which is 100,000. You already received it. Then, now in the next 24 hours, the 1% of the 1 million I'm going to make as your downline in your first generation, you are going to be paid 10% of that 1%, not 10% of the entire 100% again. It's not true. 10% of the 1% I make in a day, which is going to be my 10% of 1 million is 10,000. So you earn 10% of 10,000. Do the math yourself. That's what you're going to receive every single day. And as I compound and my earning daily increases, that means your own earning from me, from my 1%, will also increase. I hope I answered your question, ma.
Yes. Another question. This thing you sent on the group, the Singapore trip, is it you that will answer it or the CEO?
What?
The Singapore trip you sent on the group, is it you that will answer it or the CEO?
No, for the Singapore trip, I will allow the CEO to answer it.
Okay. Okay, that's my question. Yeah.
Okay, CEO, they are asking about the Singapore trip because many people want to know what are the criteria to qualify for this trip? What do they need to do? And when is this trip coming up? Okay, let me do it.
Good evening, everyone.
Sorry, are you on Zoom?
It's not talking.
Okay, sorry, you know, I'm here with the CEO, so he's trying to separate from me so that the echoing will not happen. So the CEO will soon start talking. He has left, he was close to me, so he's trying to separate so that the echoing on the Zoom won't repeat itself. But when he was talking and he was close to me, it was echoing back.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Yes, I'm back. I can hear. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining this session and giving us opportunity to present our business to you. So I think most of you probably know me. So let's go straight to your question. So criteria for a trip, cruise trip, what we are offering is 25,000 worth of your team sale. So this is 25,000 worth dollar value of your team sale. But a little condition is there. Please make sure you qualify and meet condition accordingly. So condition is like you can build up any line of your business, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any line of business. Maximum each single line will count only 25% of your 20% of 25,000. So maximum 20% of 25,000 sale will be counted for cruise trip, and the remaining sale you have to do it from your other lines. And why we have put this condition? Because we already know in marketing, if you do a sale at the bottom, then that very particular sale is counted to unlimited level up. So if we don't put this condition, that means with a single sale, every ID, every account can be qualified. You know, that is unfair. So that's why we have to make it fair, and we have to make it a very fair for the system. So that's why their condition is there. So conclusion is $25,000 worth total team sale in combined, and each single line will be a maximum 20% of 25,000 from a single line. So remaining business you need to do from the other lines. And the tentative timeline is June, but as we have a given the time till end of May, and doing some itinerary and all those things which we will be completing by mid of June, by 20th of June, and then we will be taking the trip to the cruise trip. So you can put the tentative timeline end of June to early July. That is a tentative timeline when this cruise trip going to take place. Thank you.
All right, so Priska, did you understand his answer?
I didn't get it well. He said the thing will end when, as in the promo will end when? Is it end of May or June?
No, the promotion is ending this May. The promotion is ending this May because this promo has been there before our team came. The promo has been there a long time ago before our team came. Then he's saying that the trip itself is going to take place either ending of June or first week of July. Between ending of June and first week of July, the trip itself is going to happen. Did you understand, ma?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we have the next question coming from Vivian Wato Charles. But meanwhile, after this presentation, I will still do a video where I'm going to explain this criteria for the trip. So that some of you that did not understand what CEO explained, when you look at me, and also in my Nigerian parlance, you can understand me better. So don't worry. Any question you don't understand, I will be taking notes. I will still try to interpret later. God bless you. So Vivian, ask your question, ma.
Thank you. Good evening, Hero. Good evening, CEO, and good evening, everyone. My question, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, ma.
Okay. My question goes to the CEO. I was meant to understand from you that Kompwnd is not a blockchain, rather a smart project under Alacrity blockchain.
Exactly.
Am I correct? Okay. What I want to ask now is this. Some other people have bring a project into the country, something like this Kompwnd, giving promises that it is going to last, it's going to be the best. Yes, we have heard it from you, Hero, and we believe you. But we also want, I personally, also want to understand and hear from the CEO how do I put it? How truth or how legit or how serious is this Kompwnd going to last? How many percent do we believe? Do we believe 100% of what Hero told us about this company, Kompwnd? Or that's one of my questions. And the second question is, I just came in now and my upline told me I should come into the meeting, that we are having a meeting with the CEO. Sorry if I'm asking the wrong question right now. Are we meeting with the CEO of Kompwnd, or are we meeting with the CEO of Alacrity? Sorry, that's my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vivian, for asking us such a good question. Back in 2017, we started our journey by developing the blockchain. So we had its name we had its early name Aladdin, then we rebranded with the name of Alacrity. On Alacrity is a blockchain. On Alacrity, we have developed about 10 businesses so far. To create the economical value of each of them, they are offering a different proposal to the society and kind of services. So if society find them, and I think all of them and some of them very, very interesting. Kompwnd we have developed, which is a smart contract based decentralized platform where people can minimize the crypto risk and can have a stable earning yield. That is the value proposition Kompwnd is offering. Now, in terms of how much you can rely on this project, I think you can rely 100% on this project. If you have any question or you have any challenge which stop you relying, we are here to help you. We can show you things. One thing we are telling you, this is a DAFI project. It's based on blockchain. It's been run by the smart contract. There's not admin. There's not me who's controlling the distribution of coin and the value what is offering. I think that is a very societal value what is offering. So on the base of this, if you deep study and understand our other business and how those other business, they are creating the economical value for the Kompwnd, one can simply say that the potential is huge. But beside of all this, crypto space and blockchain space and anything built on blockchain, there's always risk. Like in any other business, there are risks. Here, there are risks as well. So please make sure you understand Kompwnd very well. It is not like you switch the button and it will just keep generating a money for you, keep generating a money for you, and you become a rich. It's nothing like that. There are risks. And risk is, if you have your account, I can give you assurance it won't stop. I can give you assurance you control your account. I can give you assurance the structure of your team you build up on a blockchain, that is your property, and you can carry it away and you can take it anywhere you want to take. I can give you assurance. I can give you assurance that it has a pegging system which creating is value. Then one thing is which you need to understand, that the value of this asset is always volatile. It's not a stable, it's not a dollar always. You cannot expect you putting 100,000 and you without anything and with every guarantee you will able to end up with 200,000. It's nothing like that. You can end up 200,000, you can end up 300,000, you can end up 400,000. Only one thing you need to understand, that you need to adopt a strategy, a financial strategy, which is simple enough. Only sell KPW to Ethereum when the price of KPW is more than what you purchase and when you make a deposit on. And do not sell a KPW when the price is below of when you make a deposit. What you need to do at that time, just do a compounding. And by doing a compounding, you're minimizing the risk and you're increasing your profitability. That's so simple strategy. It's not rocket science. If you keep on doing, you will able to see that you will able to make money. That's all about it. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. I hope you are satisfied, Vivian.
Yeah, I did. I understand it very well.
Okay, God bless you. Next question is coming from GAT Designs Nigerian Limited Management. Please, GAT, can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Good evening.
Good evening, GAT.
Okay. My question is just brief because this whole training or meeting is recorded. Is it possible to have access to it after? Because a lot of things are live right now. Sometimes it takes for some of us to be able to listen over again, and I guess it takes some notes and I basically.
Of course, we have most of our Zoom meetings
and sent to you or sent to our uplink or our referral. So is it possible to have access to this recorded video after this particular timeout?
No problem.
That's my question. Thank you.
Go ahead, ask your questions.
Okay. That's just all I wanted to talk about. If we can have access to the video after that, that's just my question.
Okay, God bless you. Do we have any other question? Please let us ask our questions to the CEO. He is here with us. Let us ask him our questions. Any other question from someone else? Okay, I can see Dr. CJ. Please, Dr. CJ, unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, Mr. CEO, please, our people want to see your face while they're asking their question. They want to familiarize with you.
Yes, thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Dr. CJ.
Yes, please, I just want to make it very brief. Though I missed the first part of the presentation because I was still at work, but I'll get the recorded version. I just want to find out from the CEO if you have a base in Canada, US, and United Kingdom, and how can we get to your contact person here, because some of us are not in Nigeria, and we're joining this with some of my team members from Canada and United Kingdom. Thank you.
Okay, are you there, CEO?
I am here, sir. I'm here. Okay, so
the video is off, sir. Your video is off. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sure. I'll just putting my MacBook on charging. Okay. So we do have an office in the UK where we are running the operation from, and our development team is a different part of the world, like in New Zealand and USA. But if anyone would like to catch up in UK, we will be very happy to accommodate in our office. and do our best. Any question they have, we will be very happy to answer. We also opening up a marketing office in Dubai. So if Dubai is convenient for you, and if ever you guys come from Nigeria to Dubai, you will be very happy. We will be very happy to welcome you in Dubai office as well.
What of United States and Canada?
We do not have a marketing office in the United States, neither in Canada. But if you need a Zoom or online and need our help online, we can come up.
Okay, sure. Because what I observed is that most times the presentation in Nigeria doesn't suit our timing here. For some of us that are here, I had to struggle to join this because I had to take some time off from my work. So if you can schedule like a global meetings for those of us who are in different time zones, I'm 8 hours behind Nigeria, and that's when we work here. So we want to connect with you through Emmanuel. I've also had a Zoom schedule with him so that we can relate better and understand the project better. And we're already in, but we want to grow with you, all right? So just put that in your itinerary and try to reach out to some of us that don't operate the same time zone. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts, sir. We're definitely gonna sit down with the Emmanuel, and for a different time zone, we're going to have a different, the Zoom. So we're making sure that it be suitable to people who are in different time zone.
Okay, do we have any other person that has a question to ask? Any other question? Please, let's ask our questions now. Let's ask our questions now that the CEO is with us here. Okay, we have a question from Tochukwu. Tochukwu, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, sir?
All right. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It's a privilege. First of all, it's a privilege to be here in this Zoom and listening to you, and of course, seeing you too. It's also a privilege working in the team of our boss, Mr. Emmanuel. So it's quite a privilege. And just like there was a lady that asked a question, we have seen projects come and go and all that. We have seen most of these promises made, and we'll see at the long run. Not to call this, but some of us here will understand as well. A particular one we did, and all of a sudden they came with a lot of names, a lot of they are using a stable coin, and then all of a sudden they floated another coin, and all that became a story. So there was nothing to hold on to. Now, my question is this: just one or two questions. Is we've seen what is happening in the cryptocurrency industry, and everybody's aware of what had just happened to Luna token since the last 48 or 72 hours. Now, he brought a shock to a whole lot of people. Why I'm asking is because I have a little basic knowledge about cryptocurrency, just a basic anyways. So my question is, what are the measures the company has put on ground to ensure that this our token, which is KPW, or ALA, which is the native token of the blockchain, is not going to experience the kind of attack, I would say, this Luna token experienced some few days back, where we're going to have a lot of, because what happened is people that had fortune in this particular coin, which we're also seeing in other cryptocurrencies anyway, it's not just about Luna, but we see people that have fortune in all these coins have it go down the drain all of a sudden, where they could not do anything, they couldn't control it, They could not do just anything about it. So what is the measure the company has put on ground to ensure that the security and then the value of these currencies, the KPW and ALA, will be upheld and it will not experience this dump? Because I believe, just like what you said earlier, if the price of the token goes high, that means automatically the value of what the money you're going to receive will go high. But if it drops drastically, certainly to the money or the value in our local currency we're going to get is going to drop. So what is the measure put on ground from the end of the company to ensure that at least the pricing of the coins will remain to an extent? I know it's not a stable coin, but to an extent, it do not fluctuate that much like a shit coin like we know and all that. That's the first question, sir.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's a very powerful question, and also it intriguing to the recent phenomena, what happened to the Luna, though you mentioned it and you understand that is a very coordinated attack, what happened there. And it has actually shocked the entire blockchain space that things like this can happen. But all I can tell you, there are incidents where such type of the coordinated attack has been happening in a regulated legacy world as well. We can quote back in the UK, there was a big player where such event happened. And right now, the player who involved with the very incident, they are not small. For example, BlackRock, you can see that. And BlackRock, they are regulated. They are regulated. They are not like a small. They're regulated. But again, we can debate when there is room, who not availing the opportunity, right? Now, coming back to our land, coming back to our software, what we have done. Look, if you're asking me, I can bet nothing. I cannot bet, right? But we have been doing, and this is very much what I was talking earlier to Emmanuel. And I was saying, normally, all decentralized coin where USDT by the Luna, where the attack happened, normally they are burning, borrowing, taking money, and then those as a loan, putting back into the contract and releasing the collateral. Sorry, if you give me a moment, it's a little complicated. So those kind of things happen. But we have, guys.
Please, everyone mute yourself so we can hear him. Let him be the only one talking, please.
Okay, so coming back to what we have done so far, if you understand our project in relation to a decentralized stable coin, and you see the mechanics of it, it is not possible that BlackRock or any other equivalent could able to do a coordinated attack there. Why? Because we can read it here, the collateral asset that could be actually released and liquidated by the end user. So if ever any process or phenomena happen on a OPN finance or any software which we have developed, basically the user who are holding that asset, they would have sold it and they would have make more money against any big pocket who trying to explode the system. Now coming back to Kompwnd, and then coming back to any other asset, I strongly believe cryptocurrency or any token, they do not have any inherited value. They do not have any inherited value. It is basically a underlying project or underlying asset which makes them valuable, right? So we need to understand the value proposition of the underlying project. So what is the value proposition of the Kompwnd? Let's leave aside Alacrity because that is entire blockchain where many at this moment 10 and in future many other projects will exist. So let's talk about Kompwnd. So if you see the Kompwnd number one, if you see that the first value proposition is it been run by the decentralized smart contract, and the entire tokenomics of the compound is distributed and controlled by the contract itself. There is not an admin or owner who are having a chunk or even a small piece of coin in their wallet where those coins are coming into the market. There's nothing like that. So
Okay.
entire coin distribution is happening by the smart contract itself. Then on top of that, now this what I'm going to tell you, this is a very, very interesting. This is a very, very interesting. Now let's say I am the BlackRock. I come to Kompwnd and I want to dump the Kompwnd price. The moment I dump the Kompwnd price, how can I dump the Kompwnd price? I must have a lots of KPW. So to sell it. So the moment I'm going to sell lots of KPW, very first question, where I'm going to get lots of KPW, because the entire supply and entire maximum KPW quantity been controlled by the smart contract, and the prototype to mint or to come KPW out in the market is that anyone who invests KPW into the smart contract mint only 1% a day of the deposited amount and give it only to the investor. So BlackRock, first and foremost, if BlackRock looking for having a large quantity of KPW, he must have invested a large amount quantity of KPW. Then before invest larger quantity of the KPW, he must buy those large quantity from the exchange. So it's mean lots of money would have been gone into the exchange smart contract, where before BlackRock earn lots of money and able to chunk it. Basically that's whole big money. All small player like you and me would have able to sell back KPW into the exchange and withdrawn those large money where BlackRock has put into the smart contract for buying KPW. So it's mean BlackRock will be losing money. BlackRock will not be making money, because we know it's 1% a day, and 1% a day maximum is going to take, minimum is going to take BlackRock 100 days to get back those amount of KPW which BlackRock just has invested. Second thing, if you go on a decentralized exchange, and you observe when you sell a most quantity of the KPW, then there's slippage happen, and the slippage always against to somebody who's selling the KPW in a large quantity. Now let's say you can debate my first proposition, my first proposal, and my first position, which I just said for the BlackRock. And you said that through any means, BlackRock had got a lots quantity of KPW and wanted to sell. The moment BlackRock will start selling large quantity KPW, slippage will happen against the BlackRock. And if BlackRock want to avoid that slippage, it will be selling small quantity in a multiple transaction. Once it will be selling small quantity in multiple transaction, many other players will have an opportunity to sell before BlackRock. Number three, if the price come down, you need to understand that Kompwnd is based on quantity of KPW, not the value of the KPW. If BlackRock has put 10 million KPW in normal circumstances, it might have cost him millions and millions of dollars. While when BlackRock dumped those KPW, I would have purchased those entire 10 million at the cost of couple of thousand and put those entire 10 million KPW back into the smart contract. I would be making more money than the BlackRock, because my earning is based on the quantity of KPW I'm making deposit, not the value of KPW, quantity of KPW. So it's mean when the value of the KPW come down, with the small money, you have a buying power to take a large quantity of KPW, and you can outsmart BlackRock. So I think if we pay attention to economics of the compound, it is not possible for any big player to come and dump the money, dump the KPW, or any player to come and pump the money. Let's say I'm BlackRock, I want to pump now. To pump it, I have to buy KPW from the exchange. When I'm buying KPW from the exchange, price will go up. You as a normal player, you have a KPW. You keep selling the KPW and you keep making more and more money. So I won't get my gain, but you will get your gain more because you will be making money. And my intention to pump up, I won't get because at the same time you keep taking the liquidity out. So through any means, neither I can pump, neither I can dump. So I think this is the most transparent. On top of that, we have put a BARD on a decentralized exchange, which makes sure the stability of the KPW at speed. It does not mean it always keep it at $1. No. It keep the KPW to its trend. If the trend is upward, it makes sure that the trend goes smooth. If the trend is downward, it makes sure the trend is smooth. So that is a marketing making of the BARD, and this BARD along with this trend keep making money as well. So I think the way we have designed it in a way, we have put all this question in front of us, then we have put the tokenomics, then we have designed the tokenomics. So if you have any other question after reading the tokenomics of the compound, I will be very happy to answer you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Do we have other persons that want to ask more questions? If you have questions to ask, you can raise your hand, please. We have the CEO here with us to answer our questions. Any other question? Okay, Priska, do you still have more questions to ask?
Yes, I want to ask a question. If I want to log out, you are teaching this thing yesterday, but there's one part I didn't get. Like now, I'm using my phone to log in, and somebody wants me to help him or her to log in with my same phone. When I log out, you understand, I want to log in with the person's details. It still takes me back to my back office. How do I solve that problem?
What's your question?
I said, if I log out, maybe somebody wants to use my phone to log into his or her back office, you understand? Then I have to log out from my own back office for the person to use my phone and log in. And when the person inputs his or her numeric keys and password, it still takes the person to my back office. How do I solve that problem or issue? I don't know.
Okay, let me answer the question. You are talking about like your Kompwnd back office, right?
Yes.
When you log in and you want to log out from your Kompwnd back office so that another person can use your device to log in, right?
Yes.
What you need to do is to disconnect your Alacrity wallet. If you disconnect Alacrity wallet, let the person log in by connecting his own Alacrity wallet by putting the mnemonic phrase and password. He can take over your device.
Okay, that's what I mean. How do I disconnect it? Is it by clicking log out?
No, go to your back office. If you go to your KPW back office, you will see where it's written. If you go to Kompwnd back office, you see where it's written disconnect.
Okay, I'll just click on it.
If you click disconnect, it will disconnect. so another person can now log in, or you can log in with another account.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question? Please, let's ask our question to the CEO. He's here with us. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. I think no one has any question again. Someone is saying, where is the CEO from? Please, I would suggest if you have a question to ask, raise your hand, because I may not be checking the chat box always. Raise your hand, ask your question. Don't be afraid of asking questions in public. Nobody's going to kill you, please. We have someone raising his hand, Prince FX. Please, Prince FX, ask your question, sir.
Okay, good evening. Good evening from Nigeria. Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening, boss. My question is, I have actually seen this the compound. I'm trying to go through it, and it looks very nice. We know a lot of wonderful projects are coming and get rocked up at the end of the day. I know it's a very good platform and it's community driven, but I want to know what is the plan to see how this compound project is sustainable. You know, when you talk about some projects like, let's say, Pancake Swap now, you find that a lot of activities that goes on, like the lottery. They also try to partner with some other platforms that are coming to bring in go for competition, and it keeps making the project to still be alive. So, what is Compound? What are their plans to sustain the community and to ensure that, okay, whatever you're doing, we are sure that, okay, this is still valuable even in the next 6 months, 1 year, like that. That's my question.
Thank you. So at this moment, we have a build up 10 projects. So one of them called a freelancing marketplace built up entirely on blockchain. Second one, a lottery. Third one, you're able to create your own exchange. Fourth one, you're able to create your own coin, NFT, or a fungible token. Then there's a bank, you're able to get some borrowing. So these different type of the businesses are there. Now, these businesses, as they're offering some services, they are earning money. So portion of that money, exactly 10%, going to Kompwnd as a compound contract, and compound contract pegging this earning the value of the KPW. And how does it peg? It buying KPW from the circular market, from the circulating supply, means from the exchange, and keep burning those KPW. So you can see that if you compare it with the pancake swap ecosystem or with any other ecosystem out there, they maximum create the utility of the token. Here there is a utility of the token. On top of that, the project's earning literally pegging the value of or backing up the value of the KPW. More and more these projects which I mentioned, more and more businesses we develop on a Alacrity ecosystem, because it backing up the entire ecosystem 10%, and more KPW burning will take place. More and more liquidity to back up the KPW will be there, and more value of the KPW will be growing. That is the mechanism in place there. On top of that, every business out there, either traditional, either a crypto, or either any other business, any business out there, the sale of that business directly impact the growth of that business. So here, the sale of the compound, which is in the form of investment into the compound contract. So that sale, which in other way around investment into the compound, burning the quantity or the amount of the KPW which is being invested. So burning is a two ways. Through these two ways of the burning, the value of the KPW and the circulating supply of the KPW always getting reduced. Therefore, it always become a valuable and valuable. That's how it's keep working. So we call it a self-sustaining economy. How is self-sustaining economy? Even though other businesses, they entirely rely on a sale for their growth and for their new growth. Here, yes, the growth also based on the sale, plus on top of that, the existing business keep earning money. So even if new sale does not happen, because existing business keep making money, and then the economy of the KPW will be automatically keep sustaining it. So that's how it keep self-sustaining itself. So we are very much positive, very much optimistic. The future is a very bright for the KPW. And don't take it, it's not gonna be a medium. There's never ever gonna be a medium where KPW price will jump up, it become overnight 10 times or 20 times. It's never gonna happen like that. We have designed a platform where you can yield a reasonable and stable type of the income and stable type of the reward by doing either compounding. Unless, even if you count all the bad effect into the KPW price, by doing compounding, you can still fight back that bad incident with the KPW price. Let me give you example. Imagine you have one BTC. Imagine the BTC price is 30,000. Now, if you keep a simple thing, before when from 30,000 price go up and you sell BTC, you will make money. If the price of BTC come down, you will lose money. But there are other processes there out there. What those processes are? The process is, if you increase or if you make the quantity of the KPW, quantity of the BTC, which is one BTC, from one BTC, if you multiply it to two BTC, then still you can make a money, irrelevant to if the price of the BTC drop down. So let's say in a second case, if from one BTC down next 6 months, you have a two BTC, and though the price drop down to let's say 20,000, so 20 times 2, still you end up 40,000 yield. Still you end up with the profit. Similarly here with the compound, even if due to the bad incident, the price go down, by doing the compounding, still you can make a money. So that is my take on to there. So I think we design in a way with every aspect that it has a power to grow, and people can make, with a simple strategy, people can make money.
Please, I want to ask questions.
Yes, sir.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I have two questions now. One, what's the quantity? Can we know the quantity of KPW that is released or that is in the market? How do I put? Hope you understand what I mean.
No, sorry, I could not understand the first part. What is what of the KPW?
I said, can I know the quantity of KPW? We have like 21 million BTC. How many KPW is released or is in the market?
Okay. There's a total 50 million which the compound contract can ever produce at one point of time and send it into the market. At this moment, it's about 15 to 18 million available in the market. But because of the factor, these KPW which are invested by any user into the compound contract, this investment quantity is being burned. Also, the compound earning, with the compound earning amount, compound also buying KPW from the market, and then this KPW is being burned as well. So because of these two effect of the burning, KPW from the circulating supply, which is a 15 or 18 million, is all the time getting reduced and getting reduced and getting reduced. And then the compound contract, which quantity is being burned, can produce only that quantity of the KPW and send them into the market. So making sure that the 50 million, which is a threshold maximum that can never reach, and the maximum compound can ever produce 50 million and send it to the market. But the send into the market, there's always condition, which is a 1% of the deposit investment by the user a day, 1% maximum. It's not 10%, it's 1%. So it's mean if a user or investor invest money, that quantity of the KPW come back into the market, it will take a minimum 100 days. Right? So this is how the economics of the compound is working, and you can always see the circulating supply of the KPW in the market. So at this moment, I think because of the Ethereum rate is very down, that's why it's about 15 to 18 million at the moment. But moment the investment happening and the moment that the compound earning buying back KPW, this 15-20 million again drop down to the 5 million. So it's mean far for 3 millions only be available in the market. That's how it's keep working. So answer to your question is maximum ever at any single point of time can come into the market, maximum 50 million.
Okay. So as I'm compounding, at a time I want to withdraw. Can I withdraw?
You can withdraw.
I'm every day, and I started maybe, I need money and I want to withdraw. Hope I can withdraw.
When you compound mean you are investing back into the deposit. So when you invest back into the deposit, the following day on your invested amount, you will be earning 1% a day. So this 1% a day, with this 1% a day, you're able to withdraw. If you don't invest it back, you're able to withdraw. The moment you withdraw, smart contract check the withdrawing amount, is it worth of $50? If it's worth of $50, you're able to withdraw it instantly. If it's minimum $50, $100, $200, $500, any, you're able to withdraw it. You're able to sell it. You're able to take out Ethereum. That's you're able to do that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, who has any question? Do we have any other question?
Yes, please. I have one more question, please.
After your question, we can end. Unless another person has question. Let's be fast, please.
Okay. Please, I want to ask the CEO, is Kompwnd being run as an investment, or is it being run as a network company? Sorry, I'm not that crypto literate. So if I'm asking a wrong question, I'm sorry, but I just needed to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's a suitable for both type of the market niche, for the marketer and for the investor as well. It depends the user as investor or as a marketer, what they are looking for, because the opportunity right now here is for both. It is for actually user. So any user, either investor, any user, either a networker, will be biggest gainer if they have a more quantity of the KPW or regular earning KPW every single day or every single month. Now, you could be investor, you invest lots quantity of KPW. Let's say compared to me, I invested 100,000. You invested 1 million KPW. Now 1 million, 1% of that 10,000, total 2 million you're going to earn, and you don't do anything. I don't do anything. I will only earn 1% a day, which is 1,000. Total, I will earn 200,000. So you can see that it totally down to the user what they want to get. Number one. Now, the third, Mr. Manuel. Mr. Manuel is not investor, but he is a networker. He may end up, and he can, if he want to, make more money than to the 1 million investor who's earning 10,000. Emmanuel can make way more money than to the networker, than to the investor. What he can do, he can build up his business. While he's building up his business, he knows that any person who's coming up in their team, in manual team, they be earning 1% a day. Out of their 1%, Emmanuel will be making a daily 10%, then 5%, total 41% of his entire team, 15 level deep down, 41% of 15 level deep down. So if you combine all those things of Emmanuel 15 level deep earning, Emmanuel can easily make tens, hundreds of thousands, 200,000 KPW a day. So it's down to the user, what user want, how many KPW they want, because more KPW earner will end up making more profit.
Okay, it's okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so someone asked, where's the CEO from? So I've been living in UK for last 15 years. I'm born in Pakistan, so I traveled from Pakistan to UK. I completed my study in UK. I qualified as accountant, and then I started working. But 17 till now and onward, I devoted to technology. I do not have a as an academic technology background, but rather business and accounting. So it's just interesting, my intrigue and my interest into the technology. When I see the new internet blockchain, which we already know, we don't need to explain much about blockchain. When it started, though it started 2009, but I was very late to 2017 with the process of Bitcoin. I come to know, and then from there we see the opportunity. Actually, this new internet has a potential to transform our existing internet, and we already know the world is moving toward there. So we have started putting our contribution into this new type of the internet by developing businesses, by developing different solutions on internet, on this type of internet, where I see personally that the solution what we develop, does it has societal value, does it add impact, does it add a value to end user, and how end user can maximize the return or maximize the added value in their life. So that's where I comes in, I fit in, and I try to see from my business background, from my business academic study, I put it onto the blockchain, and I see so technology plus business sense together, and I try to find that best societal value for the end user. So that's where I come in. The normal developer or not a company, they are from Florida, they are from the Auckland, so they are the most leading one, and they are the taking care of the complex work and the most difficult work. That's how it's being worked on. Thank you.
All right, do we still have any other question? In the absence of any other question, can we call it an end, or do we have more questions as the CEO is in front of us now? Let us ask him all our questions. Pour out your questions to him.
Okay, I want to ask another thing. I remember something.
Yeah.
This coin payment, is it going to be stopped? As you know, we are using a standard VPN to pass that obstacle. I don't know if CEO have any access to the coin payment people, people to, I don't know. This one, they restricted Nigeria and some other countries. Do we have plan of you understand my question, but
I do, sir. I do, sir. So I understand where you're coming from, what you're saying about coin payment. Coin payment recently has put a restriction for your country, Nigeria. I understand you can use a VPN and can bypass that restriction and still can use coin payment. We, by the way, when we design a project on a blockchain, so there you're able to bring Ethereum on a Lakati blockchain yourself without any staff or middleman, and then you buy KPW on demand whenever you want to buy and make investment of those KPW. We are also building a bridge of Alacrity blockchain to other blockchain where you're able to do bring where you're able to fetch USDT, BNB, BTC, or any other leading crypto asset from the market. So then there will be no need of coin payment, but you will be able to click your USDT from one wallet, bring it on a Lakity, just same as you're bringing Ethereum today, and then you're able to buy directly KPW with those USDT, and vice versa, you're able to sell KPW to USDT and take out USDT as well. That can happen same years within July, August. We are working on that software called decentralized bridging. We have already done decentralized bridging with Ethereum. Therefore, you are bringing Ethereum on Alacity. Our decentralized bridge is being extended to the other blockchain, and we are very much optimistic it will be complete July, August, and you will have that opportunity to use USDT or any other asset, and do buy with those asset KPW and make an investment of KPW.
Oh, thank you so much. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. In short, I appreciate you coming to the Zoom, to show more light and explain this in details for us to really understand more. I believe so much that the project will run smoothly, and will get will be financially liberated from it, because I'm seeing it already. So thank you so much, sir.
You're very
Once
welcome.
you come to our Zoom, not only today, when we once in a while, you come and share us up as we move forward. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hero, are you there?
Yes,
Hello.
I'm here. Okay, Donatus, you want to ask a question? Please, let's ask our questions faster. We are already late.
Good evening. My name is Donatus.
Okay, ask your question, sir.
Okay, sorry. Well, it's been a very wonderful one, but I'm not knowledgeable in this area, so I'm a newcomer. So at this first time, it's sounding like Greek to me, but I want to believe that my friend asked me if we can have the video to follow it up again. I want to ask, people like us, do you have any program for us that can enable us catch up as quick as possible? I love the host setup, but I would like to do more study so I can catch up as quick as possible. Do you have any program for people like us? And secondly, what is the minimum investment one can start with? Thank you.
Sir, your answer to your second question is you can make any deposit minimum of $10 worth KPW to maximum any amount of KPW you would like to. Because rule is how many KPW you deposit, you earn 1% of that as a dividend daily. That's rule. If you can please, maybe Emmanuel, what is this first question? So I can answer the first question as well.
Yeah, my first question is, I said I am not knowledgeable in this area, so I'm a newcomer into the system. So I said, is there any program for people like us to catch up as quick as possible so that we can fall in line and begin to transact as required?
Yes, sir. There's a regular training, regular Zooms going on at least 3 times a week, and happening every Tuesday. then every Thursday, and then a Saturday. So Saturday is a training session as well. So if you join regularly, maybe you need a 3 to 5 session, and you will understand all in and outs.
Okay, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what time, please?
I need to check Nigeria time. I think Ghana time, it is 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I can be sure with the time, and we can come back on Saturday. Is a different time. Saturday is like a daytime. Rest of
Okay.
it's evening time. Saturday is a daytime. I can be sure with the time and come back and let Emmanuel know. And even Emmanuel, I think, going to set up a regularly of his own Zoom call, so he will better communicate with you all.
All right. Okay, that will be fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other question?
Yeah, I have another question.
Okay, please, after this question, we can stop so we don't have endless discussion.
Okay, then, Mr. Chairman, what I wanted to find out, well, he's asked how we can get up the training. What I want to find out is there going to be any, because most times when things come in, especially with our country, Nigeria, it runs smoothly at the point in time, and then because of inter-policies, there are limitations and constrictions. Now, have we envisaged any kind of policy or restrictions that can affect or may limit our joining or our interaction over with time? And if those limitations and restrictions have been identified, how are we going to work out of it? So that at a point in time, it will not come like a sudden blow, especially because it's involving money, it's involving our time, it's involving resources. And if we put in, and there's these restrictions now coming, it is going to be like a blow. And we don't want, and I'm sure a lot of people that are here don't want to get in that interface.
Thank you, sir. As far as our tokenomics, our rate of emission, rate of burning, and the rest of factor angle to the business, they are permanent. Any upgrade, any update to the contract can happen only with the consensus of the community supermajority. We do not plan to change any tokenomics, any business model for the compound. Only thing is we are working out on ranks, and those ranks, they're going to put you more money. They're not going to take any money from you. So whatever earning you are earning, you will be earning additional income as your monthly stable salary if you qualify for rank and you maintain your rank monthly basis. Then we keep developing more and more business to add a value, economical value to the ecosystem, and this ecosystem will keep delivering different services and product to the community. Through there, the economical value for the ecosystem will be bigger and bigger. So that's KPW will be stronger and stronger. That's the only two areas we are working on, and our second area, the later part, which we said, keep developing the societal value businesses to the ecosystem. That's we keep on working, because this year so we are adding up 5 more business to the ecosystem, and next year we having the plan to keep developing the different solutions to the blockchain. So that's only that we're working on. We are not involving with the keep changing the business model every single day and every single thing. That cannot happen here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks a lot, guys, for joining the Zoom tonight. I believe the CEO has done enough justice to our questions. And with this, I can tell all of us good night. Let's all go out and build our future. The future is in our hands. And like the CEO said, even though this is a blockchain-based business, there are some risks involved. One of the risks involved is like, make sure you keep your mnemonic phrases. If your mnemonic phrases are forgotten or misplaced, you cannot have access to your wallet. The same thing with blockchain wallets. For instance, blockchain.com, or blockchain.info, If you forget your blockchain wallet, your Bitcoin, you cannot have access to it. That's why today we have over 5 million wallets containing large amounts of Bitcoins that nobody has claim to. Those that have it, they don't remember their login details again. The same thing is applicable on Alacrity blockchain wallet. Please make sure you keep your mnemonic phrases tight. It's one of the risks involved. Then the second risk involved in this business is there is no guarantee that the coin will keep going up and up and up, okay? And there is no guarantee that the coin is going to keep going down and down. Just like every other cryptocurrency, or just like every financial market, we are always advised to always invest with our senses and also not with our emotions, because cryptocurrency market is a volatile market. But in terms of the blockchain and the project and the business, will it be there? Is going to be there, just like the way we have Ethereum and Bitcoin. They are always there, but you cannot control the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay, what happens with the price is according to the community decision, community behavior. Nobody controls it. So guys, with this, I can always tell us we are in the right business, and we are in a business of time. We are in a business of tomorrow. Let us always do the right thing, and let us always be wise, and let us always be careful with our business. Don't open an account for someone. Anybody that opens an account for you has access to your wallet, as simple as that. Don't share a mnemonic phrase with anyone. Don't even share with me, trying to show me an example. Even if you're having difficulty, keep your mnemonic phrases to yourself. Don't share with anyone. Find a different way altogether to make a complaint. Don't even share with the CEO. The CEO doesn't need to know your mnemonic phrase. This is a decentralized system. You are a boss of your account. So with this, I can tell us, God bless you. And thanks a lot, Mr. Adil, for joining this meeting, Mr. Adil Abbas. Thank you for joining this meeting. That's Mr. the CEO. And from time to time, we are going to be having a global call like this. This is for our team, but we have other teams from different parts of the world. Our team is not the first to join this business. We are even among the last or the middle for now. People have been in this business for so many months since last year. So guys, let us take this personal. There is so much money to make here. God bless you and have a lovely night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.